Hey guys, Kirk here from Kirk's Aquariums, bringing you guys yet another episode. Sorry I haven't made a video in the last few weeks. I've been crazy busy, but I thought I'd show you guys what's been going on in the meantime and then just do a quick little walk around tour. Don't forget to hit that like button if you're liking what you see. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So stay tuned guys and we'll get into it. Alrighty, I guess we'll start with this tank. Not much has unfortunately happened with this tank. These two, I'm pretty sure, unfortunately, are both male. I'm not 100% sure. I feel like this one might be, if it is, maybe a female at the front here. The one at the back, I'm sure as hell, is definitely a male. So if they're both male, which I think they are, that's going to be an issue with breeding this strain of angel. But anyway, they are still a really pretty fish. Looks like they've had a bit of a tiff there, but yeah, really nice strain of angel. One of my favorites, the Philippine blue, and hopefully I will get a male and female. I've got another one here in another tank, so hopefully if these two don't breed, I can swap one out for another, and hopefully I've got a female in another tank. What else is in this tank? Judging by the fork, it is, I don't know if you can see, I'll see if I can. They hardly come out for me, but here's one here on the wood, the L397 plecos. Really cool pleco. Super happy I got these. Weren't cheap, but I got 3 of them. There's another one under the sponge filter over there. I'll see if I can zoom in and focus. Yeah, there he is, look at that. So, out in colour, like usual. But yeah. Really happy with these guys. Hopefully we'll get some spawning. There's probably another one down in, yep, there's another one here. So he's in the little pleco cave. You can sort of see his fin just sticking out there. But yeah, they are doing really well. So we'll move over to the next tank. Right next to them we have the red devil angels. So there's a lot in here. They're growing well, starting to get some real nice yellow come through, so hopefully that's going to turn into more of like your reddy orange sort of colour. Still pretty young age at the moment, they're only about 4 or 5 weeks old. Probably want to sell them maybe 7 or 8 weeks old, but I kind of do want to keep a few of them as well, just to see if I can get the orange come through. They're not a pure red devil or red koi angel. They were mixed with a black lace angel, so interesting to see how much of the red devil actually comes out in them, but they do have a fair bit of black come through in them as well. So that is what's going on in this tank. Hundreds of red devil angels growing out. They're going to get put into a bigger tank in the next day or two. I'm just moving some fish around. I've been moving some fish around today on my day off, so being nice and productive in the fish room. But yeah, these guys growing out well, haven't had any losses, all looking nice and healthy. So super excited to see these guys get a bit bigger. Alright, over to this tank. We have the other half of the same spawn as what the red devils were. These are all the black ones. Again, I suppose when I bred a red devil with a black lace angel, this is what I was going to expect. So it looks like they're definitely going to have some sort of colour underneath the black, so it might be one of those like dark blue Pinoy angels, but maybe orange. So still, again, waiting for them to grow out. They are growing a lot slower than what the normal red devils are, so not sure whether that's just genes or what's going on. Like, all the water's the same, they're getting the same food. There's actually less of these guys than the red devils, and they're still getting about the same food, so if anything, these guys should be a lot bigger. But as you can see in there's some baby Bristlenose. I put them in there today. I had a pretty big spawn. I've had, well, actually 2 spawns from 2 parents of the Bristlenose, and first time actually doing it, so I haven't really focused on breeding Bristlenose before or any sort of pleco. As you can see, there's some more there, so I got a good ratio of your normal Bristlenose and then some albinos as well, so pretty happy with them. But I honestly think I had about like 50 plus all in this one tank, and they're just sort of growing a bit slow. So I thought, well, these guys aren't going to eat them. They're still a bit small here. They're only about like 2 or 3 weeks old. So I thought I'd put them in this tank because this tank's got some brown algae on it, and I couldn't be bothered scraping it away. Obviously I cleaned the front glass, but the rest of them I just leave alone. And these guys will make a meal out of it, and hopefully really put on some weight and get some size into them. So excited to see them. Bred them myself, so now I've got my own little algae cleanup system going. So there's another one on the back glass there. Really cool fish. Don't have Bristlenose in your tank. I really recommend, if you've got a planted tank or you're just struggling with some common algae, to invest in a pleco or two or a Bristlenose. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Got a lot of personality, a lot of different types. Just got to remember that they need a bit more feed than just leftovers and scraps in the tank, if you will. So they need a bit of a proper feed as well every now and then. Some zucchini or some algae wafers just for them. And you'll have them for a long time and you'll get a lot of benefit and enjoyment out of them. So that's what's going on in that tank. We'll move over. This tank's a little bit more dirty. Sorry for the reflection, by the way. It's hard to get the footage without the reflection. So this is the other Philippine blue I was telling you about. This one I think might be a female. I'm hoping it is, because if the other two in the other tank are males, then we're going to have an issue. So this one might be a backup. And then we've got some Sterbai cories. I've actually been trying to condition these guys to breed, so they're looking pretty frisky going on at the moment. They've had some water change. They've been on some pretty heavy food. I tried to get some live blackworms today for them as a nice little treat, because they really enjoy the live blackworms, but my local fish store did not receive his order. So unfortunately these guys just get frozen bloodworms at the moment, but they still really enjoy a good feed of a frozen bloodworm. Trying to get away from the reflection, but yeah. So there's like, I think about 11 Sterbays in here, pretty much full grown adults. I've had them for about a year, sorry, I've had the Sterbays for. And yeah, this is just a work in progress tank. I put some small Bristlenose in here, but I'm not sure if they're gonna survive. Hopefully they do, but I wasn't sure, so we'll find out. So yeah, that is what's going on in that tank. Alright, moving over to the next tank. We have the Peacock gudgeons, looking chunky, but really looking good. I'm hoping to get some breeding happening from these guys. But really nice fish, underrated fish. I'm trying to get the camera to focus here, but yeah, sorry, the glass on this tank's a little bit dirty at the front. But yeah, these guys are really cool fish. I really enjoy my Peacock gudgeons. So that looks like the female down the bottom there with the yellow belly. And then I think this one is maybe a male, but I might be wrong. Let me know in the comments if you can easily sex the Peacock gudgeon. But yeah, super cool. And then went back to basics and picked up some albino corydoras. So I want to put these guys up in my display tank because I don't have many cories in my display tank. And I really like the albino. They're just actually a really cool cory. So fattening these guys up, kind of in quarantine sort of technically, but just mainly getting them some really good size. They look really healthy at the fish store. So yeah, growing well. I think I got about 9 of them, and yeah, pretty happy. Chunky, growing some size. So that is what's going on in that tank. Right, we'll move down here. This is a tank I don't think I've shown you guys before, or maybe I have. This is my nice 3-foot tank. It's actually a little bit wider than most of your standard 3-foot tanks. I just wanted this tank down here a bit bigger, not as a grow out tank. It probably will end up becoming a grow out tank, but mainly just as a nice display tank. Nothing crazy, just more of my mascot type fish, like this boy here, Elmo. He is looking absolutely amazing at the moment. So I haven't seen many red devil angels look quite nice, but he is looking really nice and deep and orange, and quite a bit of size on him as well. So that is the father of the other red devils, so hopefully his genes are strong and pass through onto them, and hopefully people will be getting red devil angelfish soon that are going to eventually look like that. So he is a very special fish for me. Moving on, we've got some Goida River rainbows. These ones were in the other 3-foot tank. I moved them out of that, put them in here with the Congo tetras. So the female's still a little bit small, but they're growing out nice, getting some size on them. This one's had a bit of a tail bit nipped, but that'll be fine. He'll grow it back, no worries. The males are looking really nice. So I really enjoy a Congo tetra, and I think a lot of people, when they see them in fish shops, they don't have this kind of colour in them, so they sort of get overlooked. But if you've got a nice decent sized planted tank, getting yourself like a little school of Congo tetras will really make them pop. As you can see, the males are here and they have that really nice orange through them, and they get that really nice white silhouette around the edge of their tail. So I enjoy them. They're not everyone's cup of tea, but I really enjoy them. So hopefully get some breeding of them and get some locally bred Congo tetras in the future. Same with the goiter rivers. I've got the, out of the way Elmo. I'm sorry, I've got the spawning mop over here. I haven't seen any eggs so far, but this is where the adult bristlenose are as well, as you can see by the trail of mess they leave behind. And I also moved, I'll see if I can get in here and get down and see him. I've moved, this might be hard with the reflection, I moved Spoon, the black ghost knife, down in here as well. So he's got his nice big log. I really enjoy this big hollow log. I bought that just for this guy. I knew he'd grow into it, but he's really enjoying life. He is getting quite big quite quickly. So eventually he will get too big for this tank as well. He really needs like a 6-foot tank, which luckily I have, but he's not quite there just yet. So once he gets a little bit bigger, he will definitely be going into my 6-foot tank. So there he is there, looking happy. You just got to remember, make sure these guys get a good feed. I think a lot of people struggle with ghost knives because they don't, they sort of not forget that they're there, they just, they don't get as good of a feed as some of the other fish do, and I think they just sort of starve to death slowly but surely. So make sure you guys give them a good feed if you've got ghost knives, and nice clean water, and they should do fine for you and live a long life. So super happy to see him getting along. He's been in this tank now for just a little bit over a week, and hasn't had any problems, settled in nicely to his new home, and mainly eats live blackworms and frozen bloodworms. He really likes them. But he'll pretty much just about eat anything as well. He'll eat some Hikari vibra bites if they manage to make it down to the bottom. He'll come out and eat them. So really cool fish, the ghost knife. But yeah, that's pretty much what's in this tank. Not much going on, but just sort of showing off what's been moved and what's got set up. So I'll move on to the other tanks and show you them. Alright, so it looks a little bit messy, this tank. It's got some had some baby brine shrimp in it. These are the albino red tuxedos. Really, again, love saying the name. But this one female, where is she? Down the bottom here. She has produced all the babies in this tank, and now they're growing out, so she's just making more and more. But I haven't seen albino red tuxedos before, so I'm excited to get these to the fish shop eventually. But I want to keep them and make sure I've got a sustainable amount before I start selling them as well. So just a quick little show off. But yeah, they're looking really nice. I really like the contrast of the yellow with the orange and then the red head sort of thing. But yeah, might not be everyone's cup of tea as well, but I think they look really good, and that orange is really starting to pop. So that's what's going on in this tank. Move over here, we've got the normal red tuxedos. Again, been struggling to breed these, don't know what's going on with this female batch, but hopefully got a new male in there, got a couple of new males in there, and I think a couple of them look like they're starting to get pregnant. So with any luck, we'll start breeding them again, and they'll be back in the fish shop in no time. So not much to show, just these ones showing off, and still raising these ones up. Sort of just holding on to them. I don't really know what to do with them. I might give them away to the store, but I'm not really happy with this batch. They sort of seemed a bit, I don't know, they didn't really grow as fast as the other batches, and I don't want to give the store like fish that aren't super healthy, so I'm not sure what I'll do with these guys. I might just, might hold off on them, I don't know, so we'll see. But yeah, I'll move over down here. This tank's a bit darker, but this is the hodgepodge guppy tank. and it is just filled with colour. So I'll try and get a good shot here. There's a good shot, look at that. Just like showing this tank off because these guppies I just leave alone and they just keep producing, and this tank just runs itself. Minimal effort, do water changes on it, feed it, and this is sort of what happens. So super keen to build my ponds. I might do a video, I'll build one pond first and make sure I know how to build them, because I have never built one before and the way I want to build it. But if it goes smoothly, I'll build a second pond, and I will do a YouTube video probably on building some ponds for indoors. So, well, not indoors, but like, you know, if you had like a space under your house or in your garage or something like that, you could build a small pond, but that's what I'm thinking. But yeah, that's where these guys will go, and then that will free up this tank for more sort of cooler stuff, I suppose. But yeah, that's pretty much almost it. I will show you one other tank. I'll go to this one quickly. This is a new tank I'm just setting up. I got gifted from Paul from Paul's Aquariums, so he gave me a few of his old tanks and I am very grateful for it. So this tank's just cycling, got a little Indian almond leaf in there from another tank, brought over another sponge filter from another already cycled tank. So shouldn't take too long, but yeah, nice little tank. I think I'm gonna move the Bumblebee gobies that are in this small one, which I finally got more of. I found some really healthy looking ones a couple of weeks ago. Again, from Paul's Aquariums. They were looking really nice, and I bought, I think, another 9. So I had 3 in here originally, bought another 9, so now I've got 12 in here, and definitely changed the behavior of this tank. We've got a lot more action, a lot more movement in the water, so these guys are really loving life. And I've definitely changed my opinion. If you've been watching my videos for a while, I've been undecided on Bumblebee gobies. Well, I've been keeping them for over a year now, and I like to comment and say that I really like these fish, but if you don't like buying live foods like live blackworms or making live baby brine shrimp, I wouldn't recommend buying Bumblebee gobies. They are one of the most pickiest eaters I've ever kept in any type of fish. But I just love the pattern on them, and I love their little darty behavior like they're doing right now. So that's what's going on in this tank. We got the one shell from Melissa from Paul's Aquariums. She sold me that, but I need to buy some more. So I need to go to the beach and collect some shells. Maybe I should do that as well, save some money. But yeah, these guys lay their eggs in the shell opening and then guard them. So I should definitely put some more in there, and hopefully we can get to breed some of these as well, which would be cool. Alright, moving over to this tank. Again, this tank's not much going on. I don't really have a lot going on at the moment. I'm more just in the collecting phase of my fish room and setting it up and getting more tanks to handle when these fish that I've got start breeding. Yeah, these are the nicer looking red tuxedos. These ones are the ones I've really been holding on. So these ones I'm pretty sure are going to become my new brood stock. Like, look at the color on them. I just think the orange/red just really pops on these fish. So super nice fish in my opinion. But yeah, Peppermint Bristlenose, been slowly collecting caves. So eventually, it's not going to happen for a while. I mean, this guy's starting to get pretty decent size, but you know, I really want to breed the Peppermint Bristlenose as well. I think they're a really cool fish. And giving them some zucchini. So they've been very hungry and just destroyed that piece of zucchini. So very happy with that. And we got the filament barbs. So they are coming along nicely, getting some size. Slowly getting the greenish sort of blue sheen go down the side of them. Yeah, they are looking good. And this tank, eventually, I'm trying to get rid of all the fish out of here, because I want to use this tank as my grow out tank for the red koi angels. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry it's a bit of a long one, but I kind of wanted to give you guys an update on all my fish in the fish room. So yeah, it was a little bit of a long one, but we got there in the end. If you guys enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. If you like what you're seeing, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.